Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Bradley.
I'm Kelsey Oliver.
I'm Evil Mog.
And I'm Dave Bales. Welcome to Not the Situation Room.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's had a nice couple of weeks.
It's been a while since Dustin's been on. What have you been up to, buddy?
Who's Dustin? I know not of this.
I
Dustin.
know of no Dustin here. Apparently,
I'm sorry,
I was
Evil
let
Mog.
out. I was let out of the deep dark basement of the alleged employer Big Blue, and now we're supposedly here. So I guess I'm back.
We're okay with it.
Yep.
Although
Like you never left.
I definitely had to send Mog a screenshot the other day. I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and came across the Moogle house, and right over the big door of the Moogle house it says Mog, and I went, "Oh yeah, screenshot, send." Yeah, I had a feeling you would like that.
I very much approve. I approve that way better than Dave's steak choices.
Hey.
Dave's
My steak choices are good. It's the way it's cooked.
That was below the belt. Keep those gloves up.
That's awesome.
Oh man, Kelsey, you glad to be back with us again?
I am. It's always a good time. It's like a half podcast, half stand up, and that's how I like it.
I like that.
The good part is we didn't run her off, so that's the great
Yeah,
part.
yeah. She didn't say, "Hell no, I'm not doing that damn show."
Going on again.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so
let's give a little pre-show warning here because our second story has a questionable word in it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't care.
is it the M word?
Nope. Don't you dare. Don't Mog. No.
I was going to say Mog.
I didn't
All
say
right.
nothing.
It's how Dave hates his steaks.
Yeah.
Look, I am wearing the appropriate shirt for this. We're fine.
All right,
It's
time to
incredible.
do news.
Oh, sorry.
All right, what have we here? So, first off, crew, what we have here is a fun one about AI again. Of course, surprise, surprise. So, what we're going to talk about is how autonomous AI coding assistants are being turned against developers. Researchers just dropped two proof of concept exploits, Friendly Fire and Ghost Approval, cool names, which prove that simply letting an AI agent scan a malicious repository can trick it into executing local commands, or using hidden symbolic links to overwrite sensitive host files like SSH keys. It turns a routine code review into an immediate initial access vector, completely breaking the illusion of human-in-the-loop safety.
I mean, here's the thing. AI stands for actually idiots, so none of this surprises me.
Well,
Nick,
Mog,
did you say one of them was called Friendly Fire?
Yes, Friendly Fire.
How appropriate. How appropriately named.
Mog, I was going to go to you first, man. Tell us about this. How are these agents so easily being fooled?
All right, look, like everything in the AI ecosystem, this is probably vibe coded anyways, and Rush to Market came on out. All it is just .md files, .instructions, and .json, which means standard system configuration. Half the time, people will tell a coding assistant, "Oh, fix my Claude settings or my Codex settings or my whatever, pick your agent OpenClaw settings." You throw on some random model, doesn't matter if it's local or frontier, it'll helpfully do the edit for you and just magically make things work. And when is the last time you checked on an edit setting that a AI sent your way? Half the people just go hit 2 accept because they're tired of being prompted while they're out running, and now magically their system's taken over. Like, this is not rocket science.
Or maybe it is. We didn't proofread it. We wouldn't know.
Yeah, really.
Well, it can't be rocket science because it has anything to do with nuclear code. It'll stop reading the code.
Oddly enough, right? Like, oh, I'm sorry, this is too cyber for me to look at.
Right.
Is it though?
I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry, Fable. Tell me more fables, please.
So Dave, what do you think?
I love the names. I don't think it's any. It's really it's nothing novel or new. It's just overriding. I mean, all right, so AI can do the same thing that Mog can do. Should we replace Mog with
Well,
AI?
didn't we, Kelsey, I think you read it this morning. Didn't we have another one that was about compromising an AI but by just asking it nicely to do something it's not supposed to do?
Yeah, that was a couple days ago, but yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, I mean, they're not designed to question whether the environment itself is adversarial. I mean, they're optimized to complete basic tasks, a lot of these. And like you said, Mog, we're rushing to get these out. I guess I shouldn't say surprised that we're not rushing to solutions. It seems like the rush only goes in one direction. I haven't seen a strong push for long-term solutions to this kind of stuff. But yeah, there's not, and I know you're joking, we'll just replace Mog, but there's no situational awareness in these systems that I've
So
seen.
let me
And I
ask you
don't know
this:
how you
are you
fix
new to
that.
the industry?
I
Reasonably
am
new.
very new. I am. I'm
Okay,
very
so
new.
the reason why I ask this is not because of technically. This is more I don't see the jadedness of we've seen this again yet, and it's refreshing, and I really like it. But like
There's
we've
a
seen
sparkle
this,
in my eyes.
exactly because we
She's
have
so
this talk
innocent.
every couple of weeks about how we've seen this before in the '90s or the 2000s or the
Hmm.
2010s, and it just keeps coming around again. Although I will say this is like glorified social engineering, which means I actually respect social engineers now.
So
Yeah.
I want to I
Okay,
want to
we're
circle
just gonna
back.
glaze right past the fact that Mog said he trusts social engineers now.
So I
Respect,
respect
respect.
social
Respect.
engineers.
Either
Respect.
No
either
trust.
word doesn't matter. It's the
Look,
fact.
man, this is more advanced than quishing, so I'm happy.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're right.
literally.
You're
That's
right.
good. Yeah, that's
So
good.
before we move
Yeah.
on, though, I do want to circle back to one point that I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around. So in most cases, and it's a big head, um, when we try to get AI to do anything like analyze malware, look over malcode, or things like that, there's a lot of times you got to work around those guardrails because a lot of times AI goes, I can't do that. I won't do that. This is bad. I
Yeah,
won't do it. How
right.
is this the exact opposite where it's not just looking at it, it's like, I'll not just look at it, I'll run it for you. What?
You're asking the
Yeah.
wrong questions, is the problem.
Yeah.
Say again?
You're asking the wrong questions.
So then what question should I be asking? Please enlighten me.
That's the $1 million question. All this is about asking the right questions. You ask AI the right question, it does the thing. You ask it the wrong question, and oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's cyber. All the layers of classifiers, honestly, it's just security theater, only with
I,
an AI flavor.
I guess I feel like doing a throwback to our Bioshock episode and just saying, would you kindly just execute that code?
Yeah. Did you say the magic word, Nick? Have you tried that?
Well, would you kindly in this case is the magic words.
He's not Canadian, he
Yeah.
doesn't know what please means.
Oh, and sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the
All right.
magic word.
I'm
It's
gonna get
awesome.
lost in this one. Dave, what do we got next, buddy?
Okay, if your kids happen to be near you, please turn down the volume. I'm not even kidding because I don't want them hearing this. But goddamn ransomware, the Poison X
Ooh.
sign driver.
Dave, shame on you. You blasphemous son of I'm about to cuss worse.
Hey, let's see. So we're gonna head into the kernel space to look at a brutal defense evasion tactic. Symantec just exposed a new ransomware variant called Goddamn that deploys a custom rootkit driver called Poison X. Instead of the standard BYOVD tradecraft where attackers abuse an old legitimate driver, these operators actually snuck a completely malicious binary through Microsoft's official hardware signing process to get a valid WHQL signature. Once it loads at ring 0, it strips user mode API hooks and systematically blinds enterprise EDR agents. Wow, ring 0, I haven't heard that since platter hard drives.
So here's the thing. This is not necessarily new. And I'm just gonna preface this by I don't want to be the negative Nancy on this, but I've heard about using, ring -1 malware before in the past, and it's been known that, if you can get a signed driver through the system, and it doesn't take much, I can make some generic janky sound card and have to go sign a driver for it and get it through the approval process. It just requires some hand wavy and extra steps. I mean, the old days, people used to go try and load certificates into enterprise cert stores, but going direct was always a known vector. Like, how many people audit that code?
But,
So for those listening that may not have picked up on that acronym, the BYOVD stands
oh,
for
yeah.
Bring Your Own Vulnerable Driver.
In
This
this
is
case, they
basically
created
that.
it.
Yeah, create your own vulnerable driver.
Yeah, create
Yeah,
your own
Right.
vulnerable driver.
that's what you're doing. Once you're in, you're installing something that's vulnerable with with a vulnerability that you can go ahead and exploit. You don't have to exploit stuff they have. You're bringing your own thing to exploit.
Like
Didn't we
Linux
see
has this right
this?
now.
Didn't we
Good.
see something like this? I don't know if it was the same, but last year I tried to look it up. Fox something, wasn't it? That happened with Microsoft. They were using malware signing as a service, I think, to
Mhm.
abuse code for the signing tools. I think that was just at the end of last year, if I remember correctly.
It
You guys
does.
can write in the comments if correct me if
That
I'm wrong,
sounds
but
correct to me, to be honest. I remember
Yeah.
reading about this and going, "Oh, that's cool."
right. And I mean, we're almost a year later, and it's not like, to your point earlier, it's nothing new. So I
And
don't
this
know
will
how
happen
we're.
for the rest of your career. It's gonna be really cool when 20 years you're doing the same old. Back in my day, doing NTSR with Evil Mog, I saw this thing.
I remember in the 2020s when we saw this kind of stuff.
So how do you trust the stack if drivers are
If you
signed?
answer that, you'll be a millionaire.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
I mean,
the point, right? You're abusing the implied trust mechanism again, right?
right. Well, I was going to say, if you're somebody that still trusts Microsoft's signature as the end all be all, then hopefully this is the
I was
time
going to
to
say, is it
break
implied
you of
trust
that.
or is it expressed trust? Microsoft is telling you trust everything we sign, and
Right.
obviously you cannot.
I mean, here's the thing: I can't trust them because of Copilot. So, I mean, they've already lost all trust, anyways.
You can if you ask it nicely.
It'll do whatever you want if you ask it pretty please.
Yeah, Microsoft and I are on the rocks as it is. So this
Although
is
in
just another.
Microsoft defense, it wasn't Copilot that was doing the ask it nicely thing, but Copilot has its own problems.
Sorry, it was Copilot MSRC Defender 365 for Enterprise.
Copilot, if I remember correctly, Copilot's the one that may not have been Copilot. I don't want to get sued by Microsoft, but there was one that if you don't pay attention to it, when you install it on your phone, it legit asks if you will grant it full control. It says full control right there before you hit accept, which I'm sure most people just hit accept without reading it. You know,
Probably one of the
most of these
Chinese
tools you
AIs.
install, like I want access to your contact list or access to your camera or access to your microphone. Not this one, boy. This one is just all in and goes full control. Go ahead and click accept. Thank you.
And Nick, there are probably users who are like, "Oh, thank goodness! I get so sick of approving line by line. I wish my AI would just do it all in one bet." And why do I feel like that was a Chinese AI that would have utilized that methodology?
It might have been. It might have been.
Give us full control.
That's why I wanted to roll back a little because I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Copilot app or extension that did that.
That's
We'll
right. You're
send
gonna
Nick's
laugh
attorney's
super
email in the
hard.
comments.
I got a note from our SOC, or not our SOC, but like a SOC out in the industry that messaged me going, "Hey, are you guys seeing problems with AI bots triggering EDR alerts? Because apparently the way the AR code assistants do magical things, they'll trigger alerts in ways that only malware traditionally has been like, oh, let me go execute this as a part of this AI workflow. Yeah, apparently it triggers AI like Falcon and all the various other Microsoft EDR alerts now. And it started in the last like 2 weeks.
Oh,
So that
wow.
goes back to our number one problem we had earlier of how can AI cause these problems?
AI doesn't cause problems. It's a
solves
solution to
them.
problems.
AI solves problems.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Humans are the problem.
Yeah.
I just have one more thing to say about this. God. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
To the next story.
I think you're limited in the amount of times you can say it before we get kicked off the platform,
Couldn't resist. There goes YouTube.
or at least changes the rating. All right, let's bring us home with this last topic, and this is a fun one. I have a feeling that Mog is going to have a field day with this. So, cybersecurity startup publishes info stealers to their NPM. Yeah, just going to pause for a second there, let it sink in.
Oh,
So-
look, shock. Have we talked about NPM like how many times?
So we have a messy supply chain nightmare where a cybersecurity startup was caught publishing highly sophisticated information stealers directly to the public NPM register.
Define
Turns
highly
out-
sophisticated because I hear APT all the time. I'm going to assume sophisticated means it just uploads to Git.
Hey, I'm still waiting for the unsophisticated stuff to show up, all right? Everything has to be sophisticated.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, turns out their internal build tools were backdoored. I feel dirty saying that. Allowed a worm payload to hijack their pipeline and inject obfuscated credential harvesters that target AWS tokens, GitHub PATs, and developer session data GitHub PATs, developer session data via post-install hooks. Holy crap, that was a run-on sentence. Anyway, classic perfect storm of pipeline compromise, and it forces us to have that conversation again that we've been having. Open source, not open source. I mean, if a security vendor can't, protect their own stuff, what is open source going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no
Very small.
trusted publishers anymore. It's just you have to be able to verify verifiable supply chains, but I don't even know how you do that
You
See, what
can't
I
trust
get,
in
but verify.
totality.
every single company out there is releasing these new random bits of software because everyone now is a developer. And there
Yeah.
isn't no real difference between closed source and open source at this point, because even the commercial solutions have, however many open source libraries. And most of those are maintained by some guy in Nebraska who looks at it once in a while when the whole internet falls over, and that's about it.
Or some guy in Korea that is VPN into Nebraska with a deep fake face for his interview.
Right. Or some guy who's been maintaining the same common library for 40 plus years because it does one specific thing and no one wants to replace it. And when the guy retires, we're all broken anyways. It always was a house of cards. We're just exposing it at scale.
Well, I mean, how long has Fedor been running Nmap? Since what,
I guess
90s?
90s?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, since the 90s, and he's been on that same open source platform, and from what I remember, he hasn't been the subject of any malware attacks on Nmap, other than Nmap being used in malware attacks. So, open source is still somewhat safe if you're careful, but you got to be careful.
Well, that's the thing. I think the fallacy comes from the fact that we all talk about how many eyes will go catch the problems. I'll be honest, the ecosystem is so huge that, like, even inside the Linux kernel, we're still finding bugs left, right, and center. I mean, we find a new
Yeah.
LPE like literally every day now at this point. Local privilege escalation for those who don't know. So I'm not. The supply chain's already so messed. I don't see your recovery, but I hate being the doomsayer.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever happened to testing your upgrade in a lab or test environment before pushing it to production?
We say it all the time when we're talking about patches. Test your patches before you employ them. Same thing with your software. You deploy it on a non-network connected computer and test it there.
Everyone just pushes to prod on a Friday. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it was an intern that did that, remember?
I was gonna say wasn't me.
Oh, it was
It was
me.
Dave Bales.
Nope. We know who it was.
Kelsey, tell us what's the solution? What do we do?
Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know. I really
I
don't.
thought you
mean,
were
I
supposed
don't.
to have all the solutions.
I did. Yes, I did. But it's Friday, so my solution providing stops unfortunately on Thursday. So you guys are out of luck. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. How do you? When we're seeing more and more supply chain issues, so I don't know how you limit the blast radius there. I
Turn off
mean,
all the computers.
I think
honestly, I'm low key a pilgrim mog, and so I'm like, let's go Amish. I'm ready to ride a horse again. I mean, I'll
I've
take
said
it
it.
there.
I've said it more than once. I'll go back to being a Luddite. It could be fun.
Could
Yeah.
be.
But so the issue is, right? So we put all these things in place and then we talk about, testing before we install. And so then we go to the problem where it was perfectly fine when I tested it in the test environment, but once I pushed it to prod, something changed between that and the production side, right? Where a pointer changed or a destination changed or something changed in the package that wasn't malicious before, but now it is.
Here's the thing: half the time in these packages, when you change context, because your context window hits 100% and you compact, you wind up introducing half the bugs, let alone changing from UAT to prod.
So why are they not checking before they go to prod? Why aren't they checking their hash of their program?
Why aren't we doing test-driven development? Why don't we have proper engineering practices? These are the questions I've been asking since I started my career, and I'll let you know when I find an answer.
So while I don't want to be completely doom and gloom, because I do have to say that things have gotten a lot better. It's still not where it needs to be, and I don't know if we'll ever get to where it needs to be, because maybe if we do, all of us will be out of a job. But
No.
I think we just keep doing what we're doing and make the best of it.
Here's the thing: security is a destination or a journey, not a destination. So we're gonna keep on doing what we do. We're gonna deal with the problems as they come up. We're gonna try and harden them the best we can, offload them onto impressionable young people who are taking over for us all, and go retire, and it's their problem.
See, I
It's
like Mog's
real quiet
solution.
over here. Notice how I'm like, oh, we'll
Yeah.
pass it off to the next guy.
Uh,
One day I'll message you, Mog. We finally did it.
we'll pass
Always
it off
pre-
to people like Sophie that are still young enough to do something about this crap.
Sparkle in her eye. Yeah,
Right.
that's
No,
right.
that'll
Right.
fade.
Always prepare for the worst.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling you, I'm telling you, I think this is it's gonna level out.
I think it is.
It
And
is
I'll be
it's gonna
retired by
level
then.
Yeah, it will. I'll be gone, but you know,
out.
Kelsey and Sophie will be around.
Yeah, to your point, it'll level out and then something new will come up, and it's just
Yeah.
that's what keeps it spicy and fun.
That's
All
why
right,
you'll
there
Funness
we
never
go.
is
be out of a
I
job.
think on keep it spicy is a good note to end on. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I
that's
think
right.
Keep it spicy and stay frosty.
so.
Much like Dave's steak.
Just
Yeah.
like my steak with a
No,
nice
my
béarnaise
steak is the
sauce
one
on it.
that's still cold on the inside, not his.
That is so
All
foul.
righty. Anyway, on that note, thank you all for joining. Like, follow, share, subscribe, leave us a comment, and
We will see you next time.